FBI Director Kash Patel and the FBI have revealed a bombshell timeline exposing how the FBI and DOJ hamstrung the investigation.
We haven't even been drinking yet. No. Come on.
No, I've got energy drink running through my veins. I almost said the name of it. Not until that sponsorship, baby. How they hamstrung the investigation into the Clinton Foundation and allowed all of these, listen, we've talked about how, first we talked about Barack Obama, like being the spearhead of, hey, maybe we could just start these Russian collusion rumors. I mean, yeah, the intelligence community said that it's not true, but we should just do it anyway. We already had that going. But there's also now the latest is that during the 2016 election, FBI agents investigated whether or not Hillary Clinton engaged in a pay-to-play corruption scheme involving, of course, the Clinton Foundation, which all of us were like, that's a terribly corrupt foundation. Please investigate it. And these FBI agents faced obstruction from the Obama Justice Department. In March 2016, then Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates ordered without explanation, shut it down, was what she said. And then in August of that same year, 2016, federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York and Eastern District of New York said that they would not support the investigation into the Clinton Foundation. So, yes, it's just really frustrating because now we hear this. Okay, so we know now during the Obama administration, obviously they were not only making things up, but they were also covering for Hillary Clinton in multiple different ways. In the Trump administration, they were blocking whistleblowers from coming forward and sharing certain information that was damning to Adam Schiff trying to leak information. I mean, it's just the list goes on. And I got to tell you guys, with every single new little piece of information that we have, the longer we go with no arrest, with no accountability, with no nothing, with just like, oh, but look, another piece of the puzzle where we know that all of the crazy things that we said were happening, all of the crimes that we said the Clinton Foundation was committing, everything that we said that we got called crazy conspiracy crackpot, far right-wing nut job, all of the things that we were saying this entire time were happening. And now we have the smoking gun and nothing.
I have a few axioms that I live by in life, and one of them is until the New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, etc. start talking about it, then it never happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why they get by with this. And it doesn't matter who's in the lead of the administration. It doesn't matter how many members of Congress we have a lead in the House or in the Senate until they get on board. And it's going to, and you mentioned the smoking gun. It's going to take more than a smoking gun. It's going to take a smoking gun held by a 5-year-old getting it in the whatever from, one of these bad characters and have it on video, or they're not going to come over and they're not going to start talking about it. And I don't want to be Debbie Downer on this, but as you said, until there's arrest, it's not real. And I'm sorry, but this is just, look, it's all good. I'm excited for everything that's coming out. I'm happy for what John Solomon has presented. I'm happy about what Congressman Ron Johnson has been leaking. I'm happy about what Tulsi Gabbard has been putting out, what Kash Patel has been putting out. But is it going to result in what we want to see?
Right.
I say no.
I don't think so either.
I hope I'm wrong.
I do too.
I want to be wrong.
So it's funny that you say that, Steve, because, and I want to get your thoughts too, Matt, but I was just on with Sean Spicer earlier this evening, and I said the same thing. Steve Cortez said, I think that there will be arrests. I think that these people like Clapper and Brennan will be perp walked. He said, I'm just more optimistic. And I said, I hope you are right, Stephen. I'm wrong. I truly do. I can't think of a time right now where I have hoped more that I was wrong. Like, I want to be wrong here, but I just don't feel it in my bones that this is something that is likely to happen. And it just really pains me.
Well, I actually do think it's going to happen.
Great.
And I'll tell you why. I don't think it's through any kind of benevolence. I don't think it's because all of a sudden people have gone, we have to do this for the benefit of the country. because we've said over and over about how selfish our politicians are. Let me tell you something. If they don't put them away, if the Democrats get in again, they're all going to jail, as in all of our lot are going to jail. Because what you're seeing is our politicians or our side uncovering all this. It's out there. The left is vengeful, and they're ruthless. They're vengeful and ruthless, and they don't care if you've committed a crime. They're going to accuse you of it anyway. So how do you think they're going to behave when Tulsi Gabbard exposes all this? How are they going to behave when Kash Patel exposes this? They're going to come after those guys when they've left office. Mm-hmm. So I think just on a self-preservation level for the guys that are doing this right now, spearheaded by President Trump, because guess what? They tried to kill him. He's the ultimate example, right? So I think now what they're going to start doing, I said to you the other day, I believe, and this is only my little conspiracy, is that Trump is taking over the police in D.C. because it's coming. That's what I think. I think that he's consolidating things. This isn't going to happen all over the country. It's going to happen in D.C. That's I'm hopeful. Whether it will happen sporadically, I don't know. I do want to make one more point. COVID, although it was horrendous, it did something miraculous, actually. Everyone's like, the Wuhan Institute of Virology in Wuhan, and all of a sudden there is a virus from Wuhan, and they're going, no, it's not. It's a bat and a pangolin. And everyone's like, you're a liar. You're just blatantly lying. And what that did, Steve, was that unlocked something in the general public. And they were like, you're all full of shit. So you can, I mean, even Democrats right now, they're like, I don't really believe our own people anymore. Like, they might be ideologues, but there's nobody on the right now that believes the thing that is coming out of the left. They don't care. Gavin Newsom can flap his gums all he wants. Beto O'Rourke can flap his gums all he wants. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you call him a racist anymore. Nobody cares if you call him a fascist anymore. Nobody cares. So we're moving into uncharted territory here, where you've got a public that is done with the lies. You've got people that are exposing stuff with the president who they went after, they use lawfare against. If they're going to go after the number one guy and you're the director of the FBI, you think they're not going to come after you? They have to do it. Now, I do believe they're putting a plan together. If they can get through all the shit and all the backstabbing and all the corruption that's in there, that they'll bring people to justice. I really do. If not, well, we know that we're going to have a 4-year reprieve at least of the most powerful corrupt nation on the planet, which is who we are. I mean, how is it that we haven't been attacked for what we did in Nord Stream? I mean, these are really serious things. It's not just like, it's not just what is happening to the American people. Don't forget, if you're Putin over there, you're like, oh, hang on a minute, you're saying that I blew with it. I didn't do that. You know, what is going on? The geopolitical implications of the lies that they're telling are massive, and how we haven't had war, I don't know. Because if it was on the other foot and we're sitting there watching everybody else say things about us, you can be sure that somebody would say something about that, or at least do some action. Anyway, that's my little rant.
The thing that I'm the most concerned about, I think, is that I think that there were a lot of people who they were driven to vote for President Trump in large part due to knowing, I mean, the American people are fatigued by all of this. We see that all of these corrupt criminals are at the highest levels in Washington, D.C., and nothing happens to them. And I think that they genuinely thought when they were, and I'm not saying that they were wrong. I'm just saying I think that especially the younger generation of men were like, this is screwed up. We're going to vote for this guy because who better to clean it all up than the guy who had it happen to him, who had all of the lawfare, who had all of the, the assassination attempts, who can see now who these people really are. He says he's going to clean it all up. We need him to clean it all up. And so I just think, like, I do worry about the direction of the party if this is not cleaned up, because you do have a lot of people who I worry will be too, mad that nothing happened to go back out and vote again the next time that they're supposed to go vote for Republicans.
If this doesn't happen, GOP's over.
I think
it doesn't
so
matter.
too.
No. And you hear what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think it's going to happen, and I'm saying if it doesn't happen, just start praying for the sweet meteor of death. Because that's what we need at that point. Because it's not, because your homeland is going to fall.
It's over for the UK. It's gone.
And we're not that many steps behind. But the thing that I still wish for the mutually assured destruction of the Epstein files, taking out both sides and cleaning house, because that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
I'm you've already heard me talk about that.
Right.
I think that I say this as an analyst in the most positive way I can say. I still believe that President Trump is lying about the Epstein files to save the country. He's made a calculated decision so that it's not anarchy in the streets, to save the country by saying this is all a Democrat hoax. Mm-hmm. But I don't believe that that's the case.
Do you, and you said before, you don't fault him for lying about that.
I said before that I understand it in the same way that I understand the pressure that a president must bear when he sends over our bombers to take out nuclear facilities in Iran. That, am I starting World War III tonight?
Right.
Can you imagine?
No.
That? And I think I think the decision he made about the Epstein files is on the exact same level, because, first of all, I have been told through our sources that the FBI does not have those files, that was absolute complete bullshit when Patel said just on the other side of this wall,
You're
told
kidding.
Glenn that it's a little black book, it's in Christopher Wray's desk, blah, 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 blah. And no, these files are held by another agency, the agency. These files are held by them, and that's where they are. And right now, if you've got the cover of the CIA, you've got all the cover you need. And they are 80+% anti-Trump, anti-America first.
Yeah.
They are doing everything in their power to be obstructionists towards all of the initiatives in the America First agenda. And they have control of it. And as a result of that, they can use it as a weapon if they so choose. Mm-hmm. And they would have used it as a weapon if Trump was in the file himself. Yeah. Trump is not lying about the file to cover his own ass. Yeah. He's lying about the file to save the country.
Yeah, well, and I mean, that for sure is clear, because it's like they investigated his whole life, and all they were able to muster was like some batshit crazy woman claiming that he sexually assaulted her at Bergdorf. And by the way, her cat's name is, what is it?
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
I believe the cat was named Vagina, the dog was named Tits. I forget which one was named which, but one animal was named one animal was named the other. So that's your person that you're choosing to save. Just trust her, okay? And then on top of that, it's like, oh, he falsified a business document in New York one time because he accidentally miscategorized something. Like, if they had him, we had 4 years of Joe Biden and all of his deep staters, we definitely would have found out that Donald Trump was on the Epstein list. Like, immediately would have found out that he was on the Epstein list. So I can't possibly believe for a second that would be the case. But to Steve's point, and then I know we got to go to break here, but to Steve's point, we would just hear that. From now until the end of forever, Donald Trump only did this because he was in the files. Donald Trump only hid it because he was in the files. And then even if he released something, they would say Donald Trump redacted his own name first before he released it. I mean, they're never going to be satisfied with the answer.
But let's be honest. MAGA would also say that if his name was in the files doing bad things, that it was added.
Yes.
And look,
there's no winning at this point.
Yeah, with AI and with Photoshop and with all the things that the tools have, we really don't know anymore.
Right.
Can I just say this, Sarah? Yeah. I do think, though, you said that people are fed up, and I agree. I also think people have seen Doge come out the gates at 100 mile an hour and be stopped by judges and be stopped by activists and be stopped and be stopped to be stopped. And everyone's seen this like real time. So before we were like, in 2016, we're like, they're hamstringing Trump. Like he's trying to get stuff done. But it was very nebulous. Like you didn't really see it in person. Now we know because they're just coming out. They can't keep a grip on it like they did because they've been purging people. And that was one of the things that Doge was doing, right? It's like, get rid of USAID, do this and that. And then even then you've got a judge saying, no, you can't do this. So everyone's way more switched on. That's what I was saying about COVID. Like those conspiracy theories, like you can come out with something now and people are going to be like, I'm not going to put it past it being the truth anymore. Right. So I think that the things are different. And I will say this as well. A lot of people are paying attention to what's going on in the UK. Americans do not want what is going on in the UK to ever happen in America. There's also an element that we can't predict, which is terrorist attacks, incidences happening in the homeland. They are going to happen at some point. It just depends on the timeline and the scale. That will rewrite everything.
Yeah.
When that happens, who knows what's going to happen there? And then it is going to be buckle up. But I do think that the Trump administration is trying to get all this done because, again, not even just for the people that are working in the administration, they're going to go after Don Jr., they're going to go after his family. It's not going to end here. This is going to be generational.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Yeah.
So when it's personal, and Sarah, if someone's coming after you, we can kind of like deal with it ourselves. Mm-hmm. If they go after your kids, oh no. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you are not doing that. Mm-hmm. And I will do everything I can to stop you. Right. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me that guy isn't thinking that right now after they tried to kill him? There's no way he's going to leave any stone unturned in getting rid of these people. You heard it here.
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right, too.
I hope you're right.
I would never be so happy to be wrong. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.